everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today we are talking all about fiber. Riveting. But fiber is a really important part of our diet that I feel like most people don't talk about very commonly. So today I want to explain to you what fiber is, why it's important, and show you some different ways that you can implement enough of it into your diet to reap the benefits. Let's though start with what the heck is fiber. Dietary fiber is a non-digestible polysaccharide, so it's basically a complex carbohydrate, and there's two different types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber can be dissolved, it improves digestion, and it can reduce cholesterol and blood sugar. Insoluble fiber helps to bulk up your stool, it promotes a healthy bowel, it can reduce the risk of diabetes, and there's also a lot of evidence that both types of fiber can help reduce common GI diseases like colon cancer, diverticulitis, and appendicitis. So we know what it is, we know why we need it. How much do we need? The current RDA, or recommended daily amount, is 30 to 35 grams a day for women and 40 to 45 grams a day for men. Ideally, you want to be getting your fiber from whole foods, since fiber supplements or fiber supplemented foods don't provide the micronutrients and water found in plant-based foods. It should also be noted that you do need to be hydrated enough to digest all of this fiber, or else you're gonna get constipated. All right, so now that we understand all of the basics, I'm gonna take you through a full day of meals and show you not only some different ways to implement fiber, but also just some tips and tricks, things that you can have on hand that are really diverse that you can implement in different meals. Good morning, it's breakfast time. Let's chat really quickly because I literally have a meeting in I think like 3 minutes. So all I did last night was prep some overnight oats. It has the oatmeal, which is 4 grams of fiber, protein powder, which has 3 grams of fiber, peanut butter, which I forget, we're gonna put that on the screen. I'm gonna go check. I think it's another 3. And then about a cup of berries, which is about 4. So this is our grand total for breakfast. I'm too frazzled to do the math, so Ed and Justina will do that. But this is like, it packs a pretty good punch. I'm just like getting a bunch of fiber in right at the beginning of the day. So we're gonna eat this, we're gonna take a quick call, and then I will see you again for lunch. We're making lunch. Zoe. Couldn't care less. Okay, let's talk about the salad. We're gonna use a bagged salad base. This is 3 servings per container. Each serving has 2 grams of fiber. I'm gonna use 2/3 of this. So it's gonna be 4 grams. We're gonna have half this avocado. Google it, editing Justina. We're gonna have a cup of rice, a serving of ground beef, which is like a palm. And then as long as these black beans have not gone bad, we're gonna do half a cup of that. Add it up. Hello. Okay, the AC is on in here, and I wanted to come in. I feel like every meal today, I've been like, I'm gonna give you some tips on how to get in more fiber, and then I'm like,
I have 5 minutes, I need to make the meal.
My biggest tip, eat the rainbow. Eat a ton of colors. You can see with this guy, there's like 40 different colors in there. The more colorful your meals, the more likely they are to have fiber in them. So if you go through for a week and track your fiber and you notice that on average you are lower than you would like, then I would whip out the Google machine and type in high fiber foods or foods with fiber, and then see which ones you like, make a big old list, and then start to brainstorm some recipes. Or not even brainstorm recipes to start. I would take the meals that are in your rotation already and go, I always love a salad, but it kind of only has like lettuce and then oh, well, I love cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna buy cherry tomatoes this week and add those in. So instead of thinking of starting from scratch and building yourself like a whole new recipe list or go-to meals or meal rotations. Start with what you have and just kind of build on from there. And then you'll start to see that the basis of each of your meals, you can kind of expand them so that you have lots of different palettes, lots of different options, and lots of different variety. That's my tip. It kind of turned into 2 tips. I'm gonna go and sit with Kevin and eat this. Also, don't judge us for the bed not being made. He is off today, so he's been chilling. I'm gonna make it later. Bye. It is time for our last meal of the day, dinner. Okay, so on Sunday, I meal prepped this big thing of chickpea pasta, chicken sausage, asparagus, mushrooms, and pesto, and it is delicious. We're gonna pop up on the screen what the fiber content is, the breakdown, and the total. I don't know what it is. It's funny, I'm not gonna know if I hit the daily recommended amount until I edit this video. Before we put that in the microwave and completely destroy the audio on this video even more, I wanna give you one final tip that I was thinking about. It's gonna get morbid for a second, but bear with me. So even if you followed every recommended guideline to live a long, healthy life, you could still get cancer and die. That's it. These are not guarantees, right? Like if you eat the right amount of fiber, if you take the right amount of steps, if you get enough protein, if you strength train, if you don't drink, if you don't smoke, you will live to 150 and never have an ache, pain, disease, illness in your life. That's not how it works. You could also not do all of those things and live to 150 and be perfectly healthy. There's a lot of other things going on, environmental, genetic, that are just kind of out of our control. And I know that that sounds morbid, but I want you to take that as a lesson that you do not have to be perfect. Perfection is not the goal. The goal is to make as many choices as consistently as you can to reduce those risks as much as you can, while still finding things in life that bring you joy, that might not fit into like the idea of perfect health, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think we get so strung up on perfection that we lose sight of the middle ground and the gray. So if you are constantly just living to be perfect, you're gonna let yourself down and you're never gonna be able to stick to it. So that's my advice. Let's pop this bad boy in the microwave and eat our dinner. Here is the final product. I will pop up the final number for our fiber, grams of fiber total today. And we're gonna cue that outro, baby, yeah. So to round out this video, my biggest tip is not to go too much too fast. Track your fiber for a day, a few days, a week, take the average of what you get. And if you're falling below the current RDA, try and add a little at a time. Maybe take a week and try and add 5 more grams in. Maybe then in a few weeks, you add in 5 more grams until you hit that recommended amount. I'm telling you, if you try to go from like 0 to 30, you will be very gassy. Back in my disordered days, I did follow a raw food diet, and let me tell you, you did not want to live with me. So start small, implement small changes. It's kind of like anything else with movement goals, with strength goals, with protein goals. You don't want to go from 0 to 60. You just want to add in a little bit at a time, and that's going to lead to longer success and less gas. Any questions, as always, please leave them down below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and I will see you all in the next one.